Lesson 23: The Solar and the Planets. The Solar System. The Sun is the closest star to the Earth. It is about 150 million kilometers away from Earth. The Solar System consists of a large family of heavenly bodies that move around the Sun. All of the planets move around the Sun in certain paths, called orbits. There are also many small objects that move around the Sun. They are called asteroids and comets. The Sun, the planets and their satellites and the asteroids and comets that move around the Sun are called the Solar System. There are 8 planets including the Earth, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Pluto is no longer considered a planet. Planets move around the Sun in elliptical, oval-shaped orbits. The planets are dark, solid or gaseous bodies that revolve around the Sun in closed elliptical paths called orbits. Planets have no light of their own. Most of them appear to shine only because they reflect light that they receive from the Sun. Since the planets are much nearer than the stars, they appear to be big and do not twinkle at night. Planets revolve around the Sun from west to east, so the relative positions of the planets keep changing day by day. There are 8 planets including the Earth. These planets in the order of increasing distances from the Sun are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Planets according to their distance from the Sun. Mercury is the nearest planet to the Sun. In daytime, it is very hot, and at night it is very cold. This planet is without atmosphere, and has no moon. It is the smallest planet amongst the 8. Venus. Venus is the brightest and closest planet to Earth. Its surface is covered by a thick layer of cloud. It is not easily visible from Earth, but is commonly seen in the morning and evening. The size of this planet is quite similar to Earth. It is a very hot planet, and its atmosphere consists of carbon dioxide. It is also called morning and evening star. It has no moon. Earth. Earth is the planet on which we live. It has a suitable environment with plenty of water and oxygen and a suitable temperature. It also has an atmosphere that enables living organisms to survive. It is the 5th largest planet among the 8, and it has one natural satellite, Moon. The Earth's atmosphere consists of nitrogen, oxygen, argon, carbon dioxide and water vapor. Mars. Mars looks red in the sky due to the presence of iron oxide on its surface, and is commonly known as the Red Planet. It has a thin layer of atmosphere consisting of carbon dioxide, nitrogen, argon and a little water. Mars has 2 moons. Both of its poles are covered with snow, and they are known as ice caps. Some scientists believe that this planet contains some simple living organisms. Scientists are currently investigating this planet in detail. Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet. It is about 319 times bigger than the Earth. Its outer surface is covered with clouds. A red spot has been detected in the central portion of the planet, and its atmosphere consists of hydrogen gas. It has 67 moons. This planet can also be seen in the sky as it is bright. Saturn. Saturn is the 2nd largest planet in the solar system. It is quite similar to Jupiter, and is surrounded by rings. It has 62 moons, the biggest of which is named Titan. Its density is less than water, so it floats in water. Uranus. Uranus is very far from the Sun, and from the Earth. It is a cold planet. Its atmosphere consists of hydrogen and helium. It is nearly 15 times heavier than the Earth, and it has 27 moons. Neptune. Neptune is also very far away from the Sun. It is the coldest planet. It has thick hydrogen in the atmosphere. It has 13 moons. The Moon. The Moon is the natural satellite of the Earth. Like planets, the Moon has no light of its own. It is visible to us on account of reflection of sunlight from its surface. The Moon has no atmosphere and water. Its surface is covered with craters. The Moon is about 384,000 kilometers away from the Earth. Its diameter is 3,660 kilometers. It revolves around the Earth in elliptical path. It also rotates in its axis. The time of rotation of the Moon is same as the time of its revolution. It is 29.5 days. Bright half and dark half. Bright half is the phases of Moon in which the bright surface of the Moon increases gradually and reaches maximum on the full moon day. It is about 15 days. Dark half is the phases of the Moon in which the bright surface of the Moon decreases and finally becomes invisible on the new moon day. It is the period between full moon and new moon. It is the 2nd half of the lunar month. It is also about 15 days. Shadow. When an opaque object is placed in front of sources of light, a shadow is formed. The eclipse. The Earth is revolving around the Sun, and the Moon is revolving around the Earth. The Sun is a luminous body, whereas the Earth and the Moon are opaque bodies. Sometimes, the Sun, the Moon and the Earth lies on the same straight line. In this condition, either the Moon or the Earth blocks the light of the Sun, and the shadow of one object falls on another. It makes the whole part of the Sun or the Moon dark. The situation is called as eclipse. There are 2 types of eclipses, lunar eclipse and solar eclipse.